Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Activities for People Living with Dementia. We're proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. Some of our programs are recorded and some are made available for viewing through our YouTube channel for future use. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. Today, Emily Corbin is with us, and she is in a new location, bringing us Nia-Moving to Heal. Emily, share what you have today.
Hello, good morning. Hello, hi Myra. Yes, we have such beautiful weather that I just decided to take advantage of it and see if we could enjoy a little sunshine during our practice today. So you can receive the sunshine around me, and then maybe that will inspire you to step outside at some point today and just take in a little bit of this beautiful spring weather. Maybe you've already done that. Maybe you watched the sun come up this morning. So even outside, I'm going to practice seated at the edge of my chair with my feet on the ground. I am going to practice barefoot since I've got a safe surface and I know there's nothing underneath that's going to hurt me or cut me. And I'll make a little adjustment because my chair today has arms. And so I'll need to keep that in mind as I'm moving. And I mentioned that to remind you to be aware of your space and to know how you can move in your space safely. So yeah, if you're in a chair that rolls, you're going to lock those wheels. And if you're in a chair with arms, you're going to just be mindful that you don't bump your elbows or your funny bone. It's not very funny when we do that. And then other than that, we're just going to have a good time and we're going to move to feel good. So any way that you move is the right way as long as you're listening to your own inner voice. There's this internal intelligence that is there for us all the time if we'll just listen. And let me share our music. We'll get started. So we have some of the same music as we did last week and a couple of additional or new songs. And all right, do you see the green box? Nothing to hear yet, but as long as you see that green box, then we're ready to get started. All right. I'm gonna make y'all bigger so I can see you.
Penny, what did you say?
I couldn't sleep last night. I had one of those nights. I hadn't had one in a while, but I guess it's okay.
So you're dancing with some tiredness today, right? Well, that's a good way for us to kind of step into body awareness, is that we can consider things that we might be dancing with today, sensations that we might be dancing with. Wally is not used to this new setup, so we'll see what she does. So edge of the seat, getting nice and tall.
We love her.
We love her, we do. She's pretty happy. I'm going to push my feet into the floor, the ground, and it feels so good to make that connection between the ground and my feet. It gives me this feeling of stability, safety, a little strength coming from the ground up. And then from there, I'm going to stack my shoulders over my hips and then relax the head and just let it kind of float above the shoulders. Let's take a couple deep breaths and shrug our shoulders up. And exhale, move the shoulders onto the back and let them drop down. Let's do it another time. Nice. And then just a little ankle movement, one foot. You can lift your foot or you can keep it grounded, up to you. Same thing, other side, kind of exploring what you're feeling in your feet. And then let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, smelling the moment. And noticing, what is the lung volume today? Maybe you give it a number, 1 to 10. 1 is the least, 10 is the most. Are you hearing the music? How's the volume? Should it go up or down, or is it a-okay? All right, good. So let's lift one heel, squish walk, and then press it down, okay? Same thing other side, and squish it down. Let's find the rhythm. So as you're lifting your heel and pressing it back down, you're noticing the muscles of your calf, noticing the muscles of your thigh, and noticing that the belly is helping you stabilize. Now let's move the bottoms of the feet, balls of the feet lift, heels stay grounded. So moving the feet a little differently. Let's do the same thing with our hands. There's this very intentional sort of moment where you stop and flex the heel of your hand, just like your foot. With the ball of my foot, it's like I could press the heel into the ground as I lift the ball. Nice. Now let's relax all of that just for a moment. Notice the sensations you feel in the front of your shins, lower ankle, and the muscles of your forearms. Okay. And then let's start to lift one foot, whole foot. Press it back down. Whole foot, other side, press it back down. So continuing that until you really have a deeper awareness of what it feels like to plant your whole foot. And you can lift the foot way up or just a little bit, right? You can do it your body's way, big or small. You could go faster or slower. So there's like this floating energy with the hand. And then as we push a foot down, also floating the hands down. And I'm changing the palm direction. So when I lift a foot, the palms go up. When I press a foot down, the palms go down. So new move now, we're gonna step to the edges of the room, or the edges of the world in my case. Step. And reach also. Step. So stepping out and then back to the center. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. So sense that floating happening here too. Arms are floating out and in. Nice. Wally's floating out and in. Let's try a new move. So we're gonna float out to the side and back in. We're gonna go a little slower. Let this be like a stretch or a yawn. Nice. Oh, feels pretty good. Now we're gonna go a little faster. La, la, la. Nice. All right, we're gonna combine them, front and center, and now side and center. So really working that executive function here, knowing at first with the brain, and then is there a way that you could just let your body know, right? Could you relax the thinking mind and start to trust? And even if you get caught up thinking, I'm not in the right spot, come back to sensing that floating, that outward energy, and then back inward. And once you get comfortable with this in your cells, you can start to play with bigger or more expressive. You could play with different speed. You could play with some kind of variation. All right. And if that's feeling overwhelming, right, just come back to the original pattern, which is a corner and into the center, and then a side and into the center. Corner, corner, center, side, side, center. Nice. So I'm going to go back to playing side. And I'm going to look for a pulse. So corners at the same time, center, outside, center. Where we're landing, it's the same. What we're doing when we land there, it's a little different. There's definitely an energy of water here. Do you feel that? And play. Now let's come to just a little rhythm close to the body. So it could be a tap or a pat. And then outsides of the legs, pat. And let's stomp the feet. So we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna turn our music up just a touch. I don't hear it very well, but that could be just me. Anybody else having that experience, give me one of these jazz hands. Okay, all right, good to know. The music is important to me. I want to hear it. I don't know about y'all, but I want to hear that. Okay, let me know if I took it too far. A little lower. All right. I'm here for y'all. Oh, yes, Goldilocks. We found it. Okay. So taking another minute here to check in with where does this music land in my body? All right. So I'm gonna first start to feel it in my spine. I can't tell you where you're gonna feel it. I'm gonna press my feet into the ground though to give me stability to move my spine. All right. It's coming. The inspiration is coming. I think there's a way for us to explore that same pattern that we were working with before. So it's going to be a little more stop-start. It's more rhythmic. It's like surprise. So we're just doing corners and center. What about a punch? So it's like a loose fist, not really a wholehearted punch. What if we just tap the corner? Oh, this is our shimmy section. You ready for that? Shimmy fast or slow. Take your shoulders one and then the other. You could stay right here. You do this all day. But maybe you want to vary it. Maybe you want to shimmy a foot. Rumble the feet. or shimmy to one side. Nice. So now we're going back to our pattern, and we're gonna go side, side, side. All right, so punching close to the body with your elbow. Now, let's punch across the body. Now let's punch down. So I'm tapping out, alternating with our punch. We're gonna punch across the body here. Tap, and then move the hand way out, clearing the space. Now other side. Move the hand way out, clear the space. Coming back to a pat, touch. I still don't hear it. All right, there it is. Shoulders. And duck walk. Duck walk, right? So the heel stays grounded. The shoulders are just along for the ride, nice and relaxed. So moving back to our pattern. Any way you do it. So I invite you to find a way to move to the corners and the center and the sides in the center that feels more like you. Maybe it's a step and the shoulders shimmy a bit. Show me your version. So it's the kind of movement that just happens naturally. It's like that dance, like no one is watching feeling. Yeah. Now what about faster? Corner and side, corner, side, corner. It's okay if you get tripped up. I get tripped up all the time. Whoa, I just did it. Right? Talk about it and do it. Now let's come back to confident steps. One step with each foot. Nice. Hear that friction in the music? Let's enjoy some of that in our hands. Round in a circle. Other way. Getting warm out here. And there's a little flick of the wrist. Pay attention to the sensations in your hand. We're going to go back to our punch. You can tap, punch down, couple more, and then return to center. We're going to check in, do a body scan. So getting nice and tall, inhale, deep breath in, exhale, just let out some tension. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the buzz of electricity in your body, anywhere that's available. Yeah. All right, so ready to move the arms with a little more fluid movement. Let's reach the fingers way, way out and start to tickle the space all the way up above. And then there's this fluid movement. Now just one arm reaches, and then it waves.
So I'll close my eyes, look behind.
It's gonna float back down. Other arm reaches.
Lost again, lost again.
And now here's our wave.
One day I know our paths will cross again.
And it floats.
Smile again, smile again.
How about front?
One day I hope to make you
Front.
smile again.
That's all it is.
I won't
Front and front. Both hands now.
Many times I've been
So when you reach, extend your fingers away.
speaking my,
And when you bring your hands back in, look at your palms.
so I'll close my eyes,
Nice.
look behind, moving on,
Keep going here.
moving on. So I'll close my eyes, and the tears will clear.
Now it's side, side, way.
Then I
Undulating
feel
arms.
no fear. Then I feel no way. My paths will be
Arms go all the way up.
straight.
Keep the step.
Home
Start to
again,
float down.
home again.
And then big hug.
One day I
So I'm going
know
to keep the hug
I feel
and step out and in.
wrong again, wrong again. One day I know I feel
Nice.
strong again. I lift my
Now reaching way out again. Here's our creepy crawler fingers.
I've been told
They go way up overhead
all this talk
and then are floating down.
so I'll close my eyes, look behind, moving on, moving on. So I'll close
Now one hand and the other hand to the front.
behind, moving
Do it
on.
again. Now both hands to the front. One more time. Hand to the palm, or hand to the chest, palm to the belly, palm, chest, belly. Too many words. So closing the eyes, just taking a moment to breathe in the sound. And anywhere that you're feeling a sensation right now in your body, just take a little moment to kind of note it. Call each one of those sensations out inside your mind. Nice. So we're going to work now with some non-linear movement in our feet. All right. So starting here with the left foot, we're going to write our names in cursive. And we've done this before, but it's been a really long time, and I'm really out of practice, especially with my left foot. So I'm gonna give my left foot lots of grace around writing my name on the concrete here. Can you go back and dot the I's and cross the T's if you have one in your name? Make sure to lift your pencil, right, wherever you need to. Writing in cursive, and then maybe you write a little message. Maybe you finished and you aced that, right? And you're ready to write a sweet message to someone you care about. Or maybe you're going to draw a flower with your foot, your toes. So it doesn't matter to me whether you draw with your heel or draw with your toes, whether your foot is pointed or if it's your whole foot. You have so many options here. And then let's wrap it up so we can move to our other side and place it back down on the floor here. So sense the stability in your left foot. Sense this strong plugging in your left foot in the ground. Yeah. And then you can start to notice like a buoyancy and a floating in your right foot. Oh, there it is. It's like joyful, floating, a little bit triumphant. So now let's start to write with the right foot. And maybe it looks a little different. Maybe it's like a block letter on this side. Not so much cursive. Different energy, different font. Let your font match the music. Uh-oh, the music stopped. Does that mean we pause and we lift our pencils? I don't know. Maybe it gets playful and cursive again, or it's like a Comic Sans, you know. For those of us who know our font, the Comic Sans is kind of childlike, not cursive, but it's not bold typewriter. Now let's bring a flower or an image of some kind. And now, wrapping up our drawing here on this side, it's quite the workout, right? Isolating the muscles in this one leg, your hip is engaged on that side. Let's take a pause. I'm simply gonna let my heels tap. And in tapping my heels, just kind of sending a vibration up the entire leg. That's very relaxing to me, and I hope it is to you too. And we're going to take hand to heart and hand to belly. Let the shoulders begin to play just a bit. Nice. And now let's lift the whole foot. There's this very kind of parade-like, triumphant energy. Let's embrace that. Little shape. Maybe your pause. Lolly. She objects. Maybe she wants to be part of the parade. Come here, girl. Bringing it back to the center, checking in with the heartbeat. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Extend your right heel out and point your toes back towards your face. So you'll really have to flex the muscles of your leg here. Right, you'll have to really squeeze your thigh muscles in order to point your toes back towards your face. Nice. And now relax that and just bring your foot back to the floor. Little rumble in your heels. Again, sending those vibrations up the backs of the legs. And then still. And we'll extend the left leg. So straightening the leg and pointing the toes back towards the face. And some muscles of your leg really engaged here. And then as you're ready, bringing the foot back to the floor. So we'll expand our hearts and inhale, extend our arms outward. And exhale. You remember which arm you crossed on top the last time we did our hug? I don't, but I have a feeling it was my right arm. The feeling. Trust those feelings. And see if you can take your other arm on top. There's a little pulse here with the chest, the elbows sort of pulsing. And then with your next exhale, just let all of that go. Sense a little more space in the shoulders, back of the shoulders, tops of the shoulders. Even like you could spread your collarbones up towards the sky and sense a little extra length in the back of your neck. Lolly girl, come here. Come here. You needed it over here, right here. Thank you. We'll start to let our arms glide down, nice and slow. And then just a little bit of pressure, a little squeeze, forearm to forearm. We're gonna do the other side on top now. It's fun to make the swishing noise while you do it. We're sensing the squeeze release, the pressure. And then releasing the hands, the gentle brush on each side. So it doesn't matter which side you start on. Just do the inside, outside, and top of your leg. Kind of clearing out anything that's stuck, any tension that remains. Let's do the other side. So outside, top, inside, anyway. And then a little squeeze of our knees. And then pressure coming up the tops of the thighs, just squeeze, release. You can go back down again. Our next inhale takes our arms way up overhead. And I'm just gonna interlace my fingers up there, kind of sway my spine. It's like a good morning stretch. I'm kind of lengthening through the spine, pushing my feet into the floor in order to rise up more through the torso. The arms are not really doing the reaching, they're lifted. But the reaching comes from the core of the body. And then I'll start to relax the arms. I'm gonna keep that interlaced. Fingers. And then take hands to belly. I'll let my hands separate and take one to the heart. So thanks for playing with me in the sunshine today. I'm going to take a moment of gratitude for the little bugs that are landing on me, for the warmth, for the sounds of nature, and for this body that has a natural way of moving and a natural way of communicating with me about the healthiest way to move. So I'm going to do my best moving into this day to listen and respond with compassion to my body, my spirit, and to those around me. And it's my prayer for you that you will find a way to do the same. Thank you, friends. Have a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day, Emily. Thank you.
It is a beautiful day.
Now I can say that I've been out by the pool.
That's right. We all can.
What did you do today, Martha? Yeah. Oh, I was out
Out by the pool. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's lovely for you to share, and you can do that any day that it's comfortable enough to do.
That's right. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
This
I
time of year's
definitely
probably
will.
better.
What, Don?
This time of year's probably a little bit better than later, so enjoy while you got it.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Tomorrow we have TCU Frog Bingo. And Wednesday, Peggy is back with another live art program. So we're excited.
Good
We're
deal.
all
Yay.
in a row. Yes. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything they want to share before we go?
Hey, I got a little joke to tell you, Martha.
Oh, good.
Well, you brought it up. It says, you know the saying that enjoy them while you got them? That doesn't really mean your children. At our age, it means your hips and your knees.
Touche, Don.
Ooh.
That's one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
God, I
Thanks,
love you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See y'all later. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.